Hey Kamloops, the September real estate stats are in. This month we've seen many similarities that we've seen over the past couple months, which typically indicates a stable market. Except we have one major indicator that the market may be shifting as we near the end of 2023. Today I'm going to talk about the September stats, compare them to last month, and compare them to September of last year. I will also discuss something called the month's supply of inventory and why it's important if you're looking to buy or sell a house. This can be the best way to take advantage of the changing markets. And at the end of this video, I'm going to identify the best opportunity in Kamloops as we head into the fall. All right, let's take a dive right into the stats now. In the middle right now, I have September of this past month here, September 2023. To the left here, I have September 2022. So last year comparing this year to last year, same time, and also comparing to last month here in August. So at first here, I'm just going to take a look at how we compare to September of 2023. Obviously, Last fall, we saw quite a bit of sales. We saw the sales drop quite a bit near the tail end of the year. Obviously, rising interest rates, increased supply and stuff like that. So we definitely had a little bit more of the softer market last fall compared to what we have right now. So if you compare last fall to the same time last year, we had 92 sales for single family homes. This past September, we had 107 sales. So we did see the benchmark price increase from September 2022 to September 2023. We went up approximately about $18,000 in benchmark price. We did see townhouses remain fairly stable from last year compared to this year. And also, if you take a look at the benchmark price, we were down marginally, probably about 1%, down $5,000 to $548,000 for a benchmark price in Kamloops. Sales, like I said, remain fairly stable. Condo and apartments, similar kind of thing, similar kind of news there. 23 sales last year, same time, and 20 sales into the condo apartment markets. We did see that the benchmark price did go up about $21,000 in that time here. So we have seen some increases in the benchmark price in two of the three categories, but for the most part, fairly stable, except for single family homes did see quite a jump in sales over the past couple from the same time last year there. So now when we take a look at August, this is one of the biggest indicators that we're coming into a little bit more of a softer market, a little bit more of a buyer's market as we head into the fall of this year. The last month's sales, we saw 107 sales compared to 133 sales of August this past year here. That's a difference of 26 sales. That's a pretty big jump down. September can traditionally be a little bit more active than August, so this was a little bit of a surprise to me, to be honest. So it's I'm not saying that we're seeing a major shift. It's just definitely something that we need to pay attention to moving into the fall and comparing to see what the market's doing. That being said, the benchmark price remained quite stable. Inventory, we're up one new listing in single family homes. So again, fairly stable across the board for single family homes, except for the sales. Sales in townhouses, we were down 2 compared to last month there. So again, fairly stable. Benchmark price, we were down $2,000. So again, stable. So, and same thing for the condo and apartment market. We're down 3 sales, and the benchmark price we did see jump up from $392,000 to $409,000. So that's the other significant change. But again, condo and apartments, we don't see a large sample size, so that number can be a little bit more. Can fluctuate a little bit more compared to, say, single family homes, where we have a larger sample size in around that 130 sales per month there. So yeah, definitely something to keep an eye on to see what's going to happen in the sales in the single family home market as we proceed towards the fall of this year. So the last major indicator that I did want to draw attention to as we head into the fall is the month's supply of inventory. So a month's supply of inventory is basically if you take all the available listings and you divide it by the the number of sales in any given month, how long would it take for all the current active inventory to sell out and basically have no inventory on the market? So that's when you take a look at, and obviously with the assumption that you have no new listings. So typically when you're looking at a market, you're looking anywhere from about 0 to 3 months of inventory being a seller's market, where basically seller has the full advantage. There's no listings on the market, lots of buyers on the market, so they can take advantage. And that's when we've seen over the past couple of years here, where we've seen multiple offers, extreme multiple offers at $50,000, $100,000 over list price. Now typically a balanced market, you're looking anywhere from about 3 to 6 months supply of inventory. That's where we just get normal. It's just a normalized market, it's a stable market, and a little bit more easily to anticipate what's what's going to happen and who has the kind of power there. Now, as we go from about 6 months of inventory on, that's when you see yourself entering a little bit more into a buyer's market. A buyer can take advantage of some property, can take advantage and start negotiating. You have a little bit more of a due diligence phase compared to what we've seen over the past couple of years there, when we reached 1, 2, 3 months of inventory. So when you shift a little bit more over to the buyer's markets, you tend to see a little bit more choices on the market. You have a little bit more time to find your home, and you get to basically the buyer's a little bit more in the driver's seat. So when you take a look at where we sit right now, September this past month here, we see that the average sort of month supply of inventory is approaching 7. So a little bit more into the buyer's category there. So that is actually up 14% compared to the same time last month there. So this same time last year, we had 4.5% months of inventory. And then that was down, of course, back in September of 2021, we saw just as little as 2.3 months of inventory. So this is definitely great news if you're a buyer in the markets, you're looking for some homes. There is many more homes, and you have a little bit more chance to even negotiate some money off. I just had a discussion with one of my buyers right now. We're likely going to come in at a pretty aggressive price, and I think we have a very good chance of getting a lower price on this specific house. Leverage is everything, and if there's less buyers in the market and you're presenting an offer on a prospective on a listing there, and you're the only buyer, you now have a little bit more leverage. So it's definitely a good time to be a buyer in this market right now. So what is the number one opportunity that I see in the market right now? Now, if you take a look at the subcategories specific to price, and you take a look at the month supply of inventory, anybody who's looking in the 375 to 525 range, you are still in a normal market. Even down as low as 225 to 375, so that's going to be your entry-level apartment, townhouse kind of thing, you're still sitting sub 6. Even in the 525 to 750 range, you're still sitting at 5 months of inventory. So these are normal markets where, again, nobody has the leverage. The seller doesn't have leverage. The buyer doesn't have leverage. These are markets that we're just seeing that good homes that are priced well are selling in. So now, if you take a look at in a little bit higher range, up in the 750 to 950 range, now you're approaching 7 months of inventory. If you get past 950 to 1.5 million, 13 months of inventory. That's a lot of homes for sale and a lot of competition and not very many buyers. So the potential opportunity for somebody right now is anybody who's looking to make a move up in the market. So say you have a single family house, or say you have a townhouse. Let's just use the townhouse as an example. So you have an entry-level townhouse that's worth 450 to 500,000, but maybe you have a growing family, and maybe now it's time to expand into that house. You still have lots of buyers looking into your neighborhood. So you have less than 5 months of inventory. So there's still lots of buyers and very low inventory in your prospective price range. So now is the perfect time to make that move up into, say, something that maybe you've been looking to make a move from townhouse into a house, maybe a house with a suite. That's up in a little bit higher range. This is your perfect opportunity to buy something that you have lots of options and less buyers, so you can take advantage and get that home for a good value, and then also sell your home at where you have very little competition and you have lots of buyers for. So this is the perfect market to take full advantage of that. So if you have any questions, obviously reach out. Our contact information is in the comments here. Always happy to help you out, and I know that every seller and buyer have their own unique situation. So make sure you reach out, and I'm happy to help you guys out. So thank you so much. Look forward to seeing you again.